like this chucker partridge. This hawk is armed with 3-inch talons. And he's borne aloft by massive 47-inch wings. To power them, his heartbeat triples. His sharp eyes lock on the chucker's position, some 50 yards away. To escape predators, the partridge can burst into the air at 30 miles per hour in just a second. But today, she's a second too late. Filmed in normal time, details of the strike escape the eye. But the details are now revealed in super slow motion. The hen manages to spread her wings, but it's too late. Instead, the wings of the hawk corral her. As she struggles to escape, he pierces her lungs and heart with his talons. Like the top predators of any ecosystem, these hawks eat less often than their foraging prey. The protein supplied by the hapless chucker will keep the hawk going for some 4 days. After the rush of the hunt and kill, he'll be able to coast for a while. And the creatures that cross his path will be safe for now, until he gets hungry again. As the sun rises and the temperatures soar, a veteran survivor makes his way across the burning desert floor. These sharp eyes belong to a wise old tortoise. He'll live to be 100. And he's already older than any member of the camera team. And while he looks like a wreck, the tortoise is a model of desert efficiency. To experience the world from the tortoise's perspective, the crew has mounted a camera on its back. His front limbs are built like shovels for digging burrows. Elephant-like rear legs push soil out of the way. Desert tortoises are walking water tanks. This male can go for 5 years without a drink because he gets most of his water from plants and stores it in his bladder. The sticky goo on his tongue snags vegetation and flowers and draws it to his mouth. Tortoises play a vital role in the ecosystem. They're attracted to the desert's brightly colored flowers and help spread the seeds for new plants in the wastes they leave behind. But the sun that brings all life to the desert just as easily takes it away. By July, these badlands roar like a furnace. With the hottest average temperatures in the Western Hemisphere. Before the morning ends, the desert floor sizzles at a deadly 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet for every sign of death, life slithers through the desert's cracks and shadows. To survive the dunes and the scorching flats that surround them, Southwest animals depend on sophisticated survival strategies. This devilish killer prowls the dunes in the hellish heat of the high noon sun. Sidewinders seem almost devilish down to the horn-like scales above their eyes. The horns protect the eyes from excess sand and help camouflage the snake by breaking up its profile on the dunes. Armed with long, hollow fangs connected to venom glands, these snakes lunge at their prey. This strike behavior is so hardwired, even dead sidewinders have inflicted venomous bites reflexively when touched by careless humans.
This is a highly venomous snake that's literally inches from our lens right now. He's actually using the shade from the camera to cool himself off.
I deal with these creatures every day. It's something you just get used to, and that's where it becomes dangerous.
Well, be careful, Dad. Be careful, be careful, be careful.
While it looks creepy, the sidewinder's form of locomotion is a brilliant adaptation. The sideways movement of this male reduces his body contact with the hot surface and saves energy in an environment where every calorie is gold. Now he slinks off the hot sands and heads for the brush, where prey is more likely to come along. Sidewinders are insidiously patient ambush predators. This male can lie motionless for days, waiting for potential victims. But this morning, he doesn't have to wait very long. Desert mice tend to jump from place to place to make themselves hard targets for predators. The lifespan of this male is just 700 days, but only if he manages to die in peace. He's digging for seeds to eat, but when he pops out of the other side of this mound, he runs straight into the sidewinder. Shot at normal speed, the mouse looks unharmed. But using a super slow-motion camera, what actually happened is revealed. The sidewinder's strike is a series of automatic muscle and skeletal reflexes. In a 20th of a second, he erects his fangs from the upper jaw and bites the mouse mid-body for maximum penetration. As the mouse is thrown off his feet by the torque of the impact, a muscular contraction injects the sidewinder's venom. Within 2 heartbeats, the mouse's respiratory system begins to shut down. As the snake disengages its fangs, it remembers the unique chemical signature of the mouse, combined with its own venom. If his prey runs away, the snake can follow the precise smell, even if it comes across the smells of other rodents. But this mouse is going nowhere. He's in shock. A few seconds more, and his breathing stops completely. Hinged jaws allow the mouse to be swallowed whole, and with an extendable breathing tube, the snake can do this without suffocating. The male's blood and moist tissues will keep the snake fed and hydrated for days. This explains how sidewinders can survive the desert without drinking a single drop of water. As the sun arches down, we travel the entire edge of the earth as the majesty of a desert sunset is compressed from hours into seconds. The moon dictates animals' behaviors at night as surely as the sun drives the speed of life by day. The air fills with a chorus of life. Insect life. Crickets occupy every imaginable desert habitat, from the sand dunes to the high mountain forests. And with lifespans of only about 21 days, life is hard for these little guys. The hotter it is, the faster they live and die. At the height of summer, they are forced to eat each other to survive. But tonight, they forage by the thousands on the wet blanket of plant debris. Rain is welcome, but it can also be disastrous for the crickets. If they don't get out of the rain, crickets can absorb so much moisture they will literally explode. Prowling the cricket's perimeter is a male tiger salamander, named after his distinctive stripes. Tigers are the largest land-dwelling salamander on Earth. This one could grow to 14 inches in length and could live to 20 years. That's equal to about 35 generations of crickets. The salamander's bright colors are a warning to other predators that his skin is packed with toxic glands. During dry weather, it also secretes a mucus to keep his delicate skin moist. Tiger salamanders have no eardrums. Instead, this male uses his sense of smell to lock onto the cricket's location. He can also pick up substrate vibrations through sensitive nerves in his feet. Shot in super slow motion, the male raises his upper jaw 60 degrees and his prey is caught in the trough of his sticky tongue. The salamander gorges himself before returning to his burrow to rest. A Colorado river toad, the size of a dinner plate. This male adult represents the largest native toad species in the U.S. He's 9 inches long with a lifespan of 15 years. 2 large glands found behind the eyes secrete a poisonous hallucinogenic substance powerful enough to kill enemies as big as coyotes. This male has a retractable eye shell called a nictitating membrane that protects his eyes from hot desert winds and small debris. Now this toad spots the first targets of the night. Using his powerful legs, he leaps 5 times his body length to get the jump on them. Crickets are plentiful even down here on the desert floor. Unfortunately, this bull is eating directly in the path of the centipede. Unfortunately for the centipede. The centipede's toxins won't hurt the frog because all venom is digestible.